All right. Hello and welcome. Gonna do a quick little tutorial on the Discord app here. If you do not have it downloaded, I highly recommend that you do. Going to the discordapp.com and just simply click the download button. Why I recommend downloading it, it is very small, but if you do try running it in the browser, a lot of times you'll run into a privilege issue with the mic not working. You'll be able to hear people, but you won't be able to talk. So if you don't want to talk and you just want to listen, that's fine too. You can go ahead and open it up there. But after you download it, get it installed, you will need an account. Most of you already have one. And once you boot up your application, most of the time it opens up into your friends section here. So to jump it right into the app, we have on the how they kind of structure everything. It kind of stacks from the left column here and then just kind of builds in from the other. So we are currently on direct messages. From that, we have our friends. So we can click on friends and kind of, well, you have your ability to add a friend, check all of your friends, see who you have. If you don't want to look at all of them, you can see who's online. Your pendings, these are like requests that I had outgoing. And then you can also see your received friend requests here as well. And then if you blocked anyone, they'll show up here. Yeah, so if you're direct messaging one-on-one with somebody, it'll keep all of them right here unless you delete them. So it'll keep all of the history, everything. And anytime you want to chat with someone one-on-one, you can right-click on somebody and, well, because I'm already in the chat, you're not seeing the chat here, but yeah, you can click on the direct message. It'll give you their info up at the top there. And then also you will see your start video call and start voice call. Now, these you will only see if you are friends with that person. At least as far as I know. I don't think they've changed it since the last few updates. And then also pinned messages if you guys have messages that you have pinned. So like say if I went in here and, I mean there's not much here, but if I wanted to remember an image for later, you can go ahead and pin that. It'll show up here. So that way if you ever want to go back to something that you had pinned, you can just kind of jump right back up to it. Now, we do have this add friends to DM. So if you're in a conversation and you're like, oh, hey, we should bring so-and-so in on this little chat here, you can go ahead and click on this add friends to DM. And you can have a max of, I believe, 10 people in one direct message. I know that's the max for the video call. I am not sure on voice or just text for your direct messaging. But this isn't really where you're gonna be using your voice normally. Like if you're wanting to chat with a bunch of people, I'm gonna show you where you can do that. And then if you did have this search field is going to be restricted to what you have here in this right column. And then no, maybe it's not. I could be wrong. It might search everything, all the servers that you're in and stuff. A little @ symbol there. These are any app mentions that might have happened in the server. If you're wanting to check to see if anyone had mentioned you and you wanted to just make sure you didn't miss anything. You can see all those here, and they give you the ability to actually just click the jump button and it'll take you right to the server. But I'm not going to do that, so we can kind of go back over to this outer column here. And if you take a look, it'll show you have 4 online friends here, and then underneath that little bar there we have all of your servers. So these are all servers that I've created, and some that I've joined, like this discord.js official one. And if there are any messages in the server that you have not read or looked at yet, there will be this little like dot on the outside of it, just showing you like that there's a message that you might want to read there. To get in one, you just simply click on the icon and it changes your right screen here. And then starting from this first inner layer, we have your general category. So this has anything that you see with this little pound sign or hashtag, whatever you want to call it. These are all text channels. So anytime you want to text some or message somebody, you can just click on one of these and start typing here. Now, if you're not sure who's gonna see what's typed here, just look on the member list on the outer right, and whoever you see on this list is who's going to be able to read these posts, what's in this text area here. And simply to switch, you can just go ahead and click on the different text channels. You'll see I have Game of Thrones. It's like a different color. I don't know if you're going to be able to notice it very well, but reason for that is because I have the notifications turned off. I'm still trying to catch up on Game of Thrones, so I didn't want to see any spoilers. And anytime, like if you're green status like this, you're going to get notifications whenever someone messages in these channels. Even if they don't mention you. But if you don't want to get any notifications, just click on the text channel that you don't want to receive it from, and then just go ahead and click that little button there, and it'll mute any notifications. And then same thing with the pins in the direct message. You can pin messages in the different chats, and then you can go ahead and take a look at those and jump back up to where they were at, and it'll tell you it's like you're viewing older messages. You can go ahead and click this and it'll jump you right back to the bottom there. Oh, you don't have to do a lot of scrolling. Now you'll see on the left section here we have these little channels with speakers on them. These are your voice channels. These I have not seen a max that can go into here. Now when you're in these channels, you can talk to everyone. Whoever's in there, they can hear you, they can listen, you can do whatever. So I'm gonna jump in here real quick, and you'll see that down here this changed. This lets you know your connectivity, letting you know that you're connected, and then where you're connected. You're connected to general and creative chat. And then you can, if you need to, you can check out the connection info. And then whenever you're ready to leave a voice channel, you can go ahead and just click that disconnect button, and that'll kick you right out of there. And I didn't go over these controls for you. These so you do have your mute and unmute for your mic, so you're able to mute yourself, so you're not like making noises over the over the mic and you didn't know that you were, and people are listening in on you. Then you also have your deafen. What this does is if you are, like for instance, I'm recording this right now. If someone was to jump in the channel and try talking to me, I would not be able to hear them. So they wouldn't be able to crash my recording. And also down here, along with your account, I didn't go over this yet, is your user settings. There's all sorts of stuff in here that you can kind of mess around with, and one thing I do want to kind of get you with is the appearance. If you are on the white, it is absolutely horrendous. Definitely go to appearance, theme, and go to dark, because it is so much better than the light. Like, the light just hurts your eyes. And if you do want, they have all sorts of different modding here that you can change what things look like, and change so it's like a compact fit, so you're not seeing everyone's pictures or the cozy. I like the cozy. The next thing that you will need to know is your voice and video. Sometimes your mic doesn't get picked up. Normally, if you have your default set, it'll get picked up just by leaving it on default. But if it's not, you can go ahead and select where you want it to go from here. And you have your input and output volumes. And then you also have your input mode, voice activity or push to talk. So if you don't want it to just pick up your voice and start going, and you want to just actually push a button to talk, you can go ahead and select that, and you can set a button here. And then if you do want to delay it, you can add a delay for when it stops recording. But I like the voice activity, and I just leave on the automatically determine input sensitivity. Sometimes you might get a spot where like you have some background noise and you want it so like when you talk louder, it picks it up. You can go ahead and change that and increase that volume, so whenever you're talking louder, it'll pick it up. Let's see, and then there's some other settings here. I haven't messed with any of these yet. You shouldn't have to. We'll go back out, and I am not able to kind of give you a example of this, so I'm going to log in on my phone here real quick, and I will jump into, let's see, come on. The phone is a little bit more, well, it can be a little more complicated to navigate, but this is another server that I had created for me to talk with my family over in Australia, but we can go ahead, click General. I'm going to join on my phone, and so say if you see someone and they're talking extra loud and you want to turn them down, or if they're really quiet and you want to turn them up, you can right click on them and you can do a user volume, and you can just slide this up or down however you want to increase or decrease their audio, which I won't be able to get that back to 100, but oh well. So now most of you will probably always just be on one server, but if you do leave a server that you are in a voice chat in, it will actually show you, okay, you're in this server on a voice chat. Even if you look down here, you'll see General, the fam. If you ever want to leave, you can just simply click the disconnect, or if you're going back to the Blackboard chat, voice chat, you can simply just click on there and you're right back into the voice chat. Pretty simple. What did I not go over yet? Oh, so you can do user volumes and stuff over there too. Nifty. Here, if you ever want to add anybody, you can simply just right click on them and there will be like an add friend button that you can go ahead and add them. But I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Once you get kind of navigating around in it for a little bit, it's easier. One thing I did forget, I just remembered. So a lot of you say that you forgot to turn on Discord. Well, I will show you. If you go to System Preferences, you can go to Users and Groups, and you'll want to click on this little icon here and just log in. Once you're logged in, you can click on this login items, and here you can add in your Discord, and it'll start it up every time you start your computer. How about that? Yeah, you just simply click on that and you can go ahead and start adding applications. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, definitely let me know. I'll be on here.